You spend way too much time focusing on men and the relationship of your dreams, but your account balance is low. You hate your job. Your credit is horrible. You constantly swipe your credit card, spending more than you have, borrowing from friends and family that you have no intentions of paying back. And yet, you have the nerve to only think about your next relationship? I hope you'll be taking notes because this one is for you. Hey ladies, welcome back. Today we're diving into a topic that's all about empowerment and more self-love. How to decenter men in your life and thrive independently. I want y'all to know I say all of this in love and with grace. It really does come from a great place of love. Grasp and understand the importance of really taking out time for yourself, especially if you've had a horrible history with relationships, all that energy that you've been giving to the wrong person more than likely. I want you to pour that back into yourself. In this topic, I want you to understand it's about shifting your focus from needing validation from relationships with men to building a fulfilling life on your own terms. This isn't about being anti-relationship. It's about putting yourself first and realizing that your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else but you. So let's get into it. Decentering men in a woman's life isn't about ignoring relationships or dismissing the value of companionship. It's about reclaiming space for personal growth, self-discovery, and anatomy. For too long, societal norms have encouraged women to prioritize romantic relationships with men, often at the expense of our own ambitions, happiness, and well-being. This mindset can lead to an imbalance where we as women may find ourselves constantly catering to the needs and desires and expectations of men, while our aspirations take a back seat. When a woman chooses to decenter men, she's making a powerful statement about her worth. She's saying that her worth is not defined by relationships, but by her individuality. This shift allows us to explore our interests, our passions, and career goals without the pressure of conforming to traditional roles. It's about embracing the freedom to be ourselves, unapologetically and without compromise. In doing so, we can develop a stronger sense of self, build confidence, and create a life that reflects our desires. So this journey is about empowerment. It's about fostering a community of women who we all support each other and breaking free from the confines of societal expectations. It's a call to action for us to invest in our own happiness, pursue our dreams, and recognize our inherent value. Decentering men doesn't mean excluding them. It's about putting ourselves first, ensuring that a woman's voice is heard, our talents are showcased, and our potential is fully realized. This perspective fosters healthier, more balanced relationships where both partners are equals, free from the pressures of traditional gender dynamics. Ultimately, decentering men is about redefining what it means to be a woman in today's world. Strong, independent, and in control of her destiny. It's a movement towards self-respect, self-love, and a life where women are the architects of their own future. If a woman doesn't decenter men and becomes too caught up in catering to their needs, desires, and expectations, several negative outcomes can happen. First, she may find herself neglecting her goals and aspirations, prioritizing her partner's ambitions or needs over her own. And this can lead to a sense of unfulfillment and frustration as she sacrifices her dreams and potential for the sake of the relationship. Over time, this imbalance can erode her self-esteem as she begins to see her worth primarily in terms of her role in the relationship rather than her own accomplishments and individuality. Moreover, being too focused on pleasing a partner can lead to loss of identity. A woman might start to define herself solely through her relationship status or her partner's opinions, losing sight of who she is and what she truly wants. This can create a cycle of dependency where she feels incomplete without the validation of a man, making it difficult to make independent decisions or pursue personal growth. When one partner's needs are consistently prioritized over the other's, resentment can build, and that leads to conflicts and dissatisfaction. So then the relationship becomes unhealthy, with one partner feeling undervalued or taken for granted, and the other potentially feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility or the lack thereof by being the focal point of their partner's life. So on a broader scale, women who don't decenter men may struggle to build a supportive network of friends and peers And by focusing too heavily on a romantic relationship, they'll neglect other important relationships, leaving them isolated and without a strong support system. So this isolation can particularly be damaging during the times of crisis or transition, where having a diverse support network is crucial. Failing to decenter men can limit a woman's potential and happiness. It restricts her growth, diminishes her sense of self-worth, and can lead to unhealthy, unbalanced relationships. By prioritizing yourself and your own needs, as a woman, you can avoid these pitfalls. You can pursue your passions and build meaningful connections and fully realize your own potential. First off, understanding societal conditioning is crucial. Many of us were raised with the idea that our worth is tied to our relationships, especially with men. So whether it's in those fairy tales we grew up on or in media, there's a constant narrative that happiness comes from being in a romantic relationship. But let's be real, your value, as I've said in the last video, your value isn't defined by your relationship status. It's time to break free from those outdated beliefs and recognize that you are whole and complete on your own. This shift in mindset is like breaking the chains of expectation and reclaiming your life for yourself. Okay, so next let's talk about setting personal boundaries. One of the most powerful ways to decenter men in your life is by establishing clear boundaries. So this means knowing what you will and won't tolerate in any relationship and not compromising on your values and needs. Boundaries aren't just about keeping others out. They're about protecting your space and your energy. It's like building a fortress around your peace of mind and ensuring that only those who respect and value you can enter. Now, that doesn't mean you shut people out. It means you choose who gets to be in your life. Cultivating self-worth is another key aspect. Self-worth isn't about thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about recognizing that you deserve respect and happiness just like anyone else. So this involves a lot of self-reflection and sometimes even unlearning old patterns that no longer serve you. For example, if you've always sought validation from external sources like compliments or social media likes and views, it's time to turn inward. Start acknowledging your strengths and achievements, no matter how small they seem. It's like building a solid foundation of self-love that no one can shake. Engaging in self-care and personal growth is also essential. I say this all the time. This isn't just about pampering yourself, though that's nice too. It's about investing time and energy into activities that nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. So whether it's a new hobby, learning a new skill, or simply setting aside time to relax and recharge, self-care is about prioritizing yourself. It's like watering a plant. The more you nurture it, the more it flourishes. And the best part, you get to decide what self-care looks like for you, whether it's reading a good book. And if you guys follow me on social media, I'm all about reading books. I love reading books about anything that's self-help, empowerment, and I like a good mystery book every now and again. But reading really takes my mind away and into things that are more productive as it relates to me, building myself up, rebranding, and really pouring that energy back into myself. Whatever fuels your spirit. Another important aspect is surrounding yourself with supportive people. So this means cultivating friendships and relationships that uplift you and encourage your growth. It's about building a tribe that supports you, challenges you, and celebrates your victories, big or small. Let go of toxic relationships that drain your energy and hold you back. Think of your social circle like a garden. You want to nourish the healthy plants and pull out all those weeds. So surround yourself with people who see your worth and remind you of it, especially on those days when you forget. Lastly, focus on your passions and goals. What lights you up? What makes you feel good about yourself? What are the things that you've always wanted to do, but you never got around to? Now's the time to pursue them. So whether it's starting a new career, don't let people tell you that you have to stay on a job for so many years and that's just the way it is. That's the old way of thinking. We are now in a new era where we understand we can leave and actually pursue those things that we love. So whether it's starting that new career, traveling, or simply exploring your new interests, focusing on your passion helps you build a life that's fulfilling and it's exciting. It's like writing your own story. Whether you're the main character and you get to choose the plot twist, whatever it is, it's your story. So to sum it all up, decentering men and thriving in independence is about embracing your self-worth, setting boundaries, investing in self-care, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and pursuing your passions. It's a journey of self-discovery and empowerment that leads you to genuine happiness and fulfillment. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I really love hearing from y'all. Until next time, stay true, take care, and I love you. See you in the next one.
Don't call if you don't want it now. Don't call if you